please welcome to the stage Runi Talwar. Come on.
Hello, how are we, guys? I'm not from here. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm actually from New Zealand as well. And let me tell you, we have a saying in New Zealand. I don't have a bit there, I just wanted to do a callback. I'm from New Zealand, but I don't know if you guys can tell in this lighting, I am brown. I am an Indian person by heritage. And that makes it really tough to be from two different countries if you don't live in one of those two countries. Because anytime someone tells a racist joke, there's like a 40% chance it applies to me. Which is really bad. I don't know if you guys know much about New Zealand people. We very much have a reputation as like the Welsh of the Southern Hemisphere. But like good at rugby, you know what I mean? Thank you. Keep clapping. I have to get to 5 minutes. It's weird. So as a Kiwi, your reputation is, especially in Australia, which is where I used to live, is that you fuck sheep. That's the reputation. So a lot of the jokes are about like fucking sheep, right? And then all of like the Indian jokes are about curry. And it's really tough because it really starts affecting your life at a certain point. Like the entire time I was in Australia, I could never eat a lamb vindaloo. You know what I mean? And like that was bad because of the racism, but also that is the best vindaloo in many ways. Like that was kind of the bigger tragedy, you know what I mean? There was only one scenario in which it kind of worked in my favor, and that was anytime I was on public transport and someone yelled at me, they went, "Go back to where you came from." Because I went, "Be more specific." Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to go. It's just those are two different flights I have to catch, you know what I mean? I just want more information. I thought coming to the UK would like help with that because you guys have like a lot of, very diverse population, a lot of Indian people here. But it doesn't help. You guys are also as racist. You're just subtle about it. It's okay, I'm not holding you accountable, stranger. Are you gonna glass me because I called you a racist? Again, I'm not disagreeing with it, I just want to know. It's subtle here, the racism. Like, I was on a bus here the other day, and the bus driver was this Indian guy, and he was playing music on the bus very loudly, like Indian music, like on the radio. Firstly, I didn't even know buses have radios. Why the fuck would you add a radio to a bus? He was playing music very loudly, and everyone on the bus is getting annoyed, and I'm getting annoyed. But then everyone on the bus looked at me like I'm somehow responsible for fixing that scenario. They looked at me like they're like, "He's your people." I'm like, no. I'm from fucking New Zealand. I'm about as Indian as like a fish and chip shop curry sauce. I don't know if you guys know. That is a white invention. Nobody on the subcontinent has heard of that before, so you guys have done something good with the Indian culture, I guess. This is a lot meaner than I wanted it to be. But I'm happy it went that way. I thought I would, like, when I was traveling around the world and, like, seeing different countries, I would be able to escape it. The worst thing that happened was actually when I was in America. Shock horror. Big surprise. I was at a comedy show in America, and this guy got on stage, and he saw me in the audience, and then just decided that for the rest of his set, he was going to keep referring to me as Slumdog. Yeah. That's fucked. I kind of hope he meant the movie Slumdog Millionaire. He wasn't just calling me a dog from the slums. That really upset me. It really upset me as a human being, but also in that moment I realized that the thing that upset me more was the fact that I'm a big fan of movies, and that's a 10-year-old movie reference at this point. Like, that kind of made me more angry that he was referencing that older movie. Like, if he'd called me Life of Pi, I would have been fine, you know what I mean? I mean, like, then he's a racist, but he's kind of also into world cinema. And honestly, that's a net positive in my book. I will take that. I didn't know if I could call the guy racist because the guy in question was African American. He was a black guy, and I can't call a black person racist. That's reverse racism. And that is not the kind of white person I am. No. New Zealand raised me better than that. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you very much.